What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video I'm going to give you a few tips for the Kyln tower. There are a few changes that you can do to your roster to make it easier for you to go through these. And we're also going to analyze the rewards, if it's going to be worth it or not. Then I'm going to share with you at the end of the video my save squads for these and how you can apply these save squads to your roster, and give you an overall gist of this event. Now, if you want to see the gameplay, I'm making a compilation that is going to be going live 1 hour or 2 after this one. So if you want to see the step-by-step gameplay, make sure you wait for that. But once again, in this video, we're going to address the tricks and tips that you can use in order to do this as fast as possible, because believe me, it's going to take you a very long time, as there are a few very frustrating situations, and if it's going to be worth it or not. So, as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure to smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so, in terms of rewards, this event is actually an absolute boss. The rewards are really nice if you are a veteran player. If you are a new player, don't get me wrong. These rewards, of course, they're going to allow you to unlock our duck through the current event that we have going on right now. This is also going to give you some crimson gear, some diamonds, X coins that you can trade for gear tier 20. So once again, for veteran players, this is great, as you can get more gear tier 20 and get your hands faster on Professor X. As new players, I'm not sure. We can get 1000 training materials. You have also 14 million gold, but you have to make huge investments in different types of characters, and new players might not have these characters geared up. You're gonna need Asgardians, you're gonna need X-Men characters, you're gonna need global tech and global skill and whatever. You're gonna need a bunch of characters that you might not have. And the worst part of all is that you need Liberty. There is no other option. They say that you can use Mighty Avengers and Immortal X-Men. It's 100% bullshit, because they have specific mechanics in the nodes that you cannot go through them without Liberty. It's just that stupid, and saying that, oh, you can try the other team, it's 100% bullshit. So yeah, if you don't have enough gold to invest on Liberty and so on, think about it. If it's going to be really worth it, you can use 1 or 2 Liberty characters and then use a Mighty Avenger character or Immortal X-Men character, but you're not going to be able to complete the whole node or the whole event. So it's a big deal. You are definitely going to need a Liberty. And it's even recommended for you to use the 4 Liberty characters without War Machine. So you're talking about Captain Sam, Falcon Joaquin, you're talking about Patriot, and Peggy Carter. So yes, because every time you face a character with stealth, you need Patriot. And every time you don't have a character with stealth, you probably need Peggy Carter. It's just the way it is, and especially because we have situations where certain characters, they are still not loaded on the field, so they are still not counting as your enemy, but their passives are already active, and that's going to turn off abilities, for example, from Falcon. So Falcon, for example, is not going to be able to provide speed bar with his special, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, right? Because we are supposed to use these characters, and they don't even work. Might be a bug, maybe they'll fix it in the future, but right now, I tried multiple times, and the Mighty Avengers Falcon, his special was not working at all. He was giving 0 speed bar, which is absolutely insane. Okay, anyway, so once again, big problems that you might face here is with the Avengers, if you are, with the Asgardians, if you are a new player, and you don't have Asgardians built, especially Asgardians against Wakanda. This is so stupid. Asgardians is like the slowest team ever, and Wakanda is one of the fastest teams ever. So you need to use characters like Val. Val would be great. Val is the MSF original, so maybe she's going to get a rework soon enough. Then you could use Hela. You could use the Thor Infinity War. Some characters like that. Do your best. Of course, if you have Odin, you want to use Odin, but if you're a new player, you very likely don't have Odin. Now, other problems that we have to talk about, and this one is very important, do not use Agatha, because Agatha will interfere with passives of many characters, including this Bucky Barnes, and she will crash your game multiple times. I tried this node with Agatha, Morgan Le Fay, and Scarlet Witch, and Bucky Barnes' passive was constantly crashing the game, over 6 times. I tried on emulator, 2 different emulators. I tried it on my tablet, and it's not the devices, it's the game itself that is absolute shit, full of bugs. And one of the biggest bugs is this Bucky Barnes, and they keep putting this guy everywhere to crash your game. So watch out, do not use Agatha. Agatha is 100% guaranteed that it will crash your game. And even without Agatha, it might crash. Once again, if you want to see the gameplay, the teams that I used, make sure to check out the video that is coming after this one. Okay, beyond that, you have to focus on your main teams. So we're talking about X-Men, Cabal, Orkish, and the Spider Society. Those teams are going to take you very, very far. So far, you should focus on those teams. They are still meta. We're talking about Nightcrawler, Old Man Logan. You can use the new Havok if you have him. Spider Society, the 3-piece, will still help you even if you don't have them at level 105. And everything else in between. Okay, so once again, the rewards are nice if you can afford these. If you're going to spend 100 million gold for these, I'm just not sure. You spend 100 million gold to get 14 million gold return. It's really something that you have to decide on your own. Liberty is an okay team. I use them quite often in Alliance Wars. They have minor uses every now and then in Cosmic Crucible, but it's really not something that is like absolutely insane. Other thing that you have to talk about is that diamonds are important. And you're probably going to need a lot of diamonds for these characters, especially on Captain Sam. I would strongly recommend you to use 3 diamonds Captain Sam, otherwise you might not be able to beat these nodes. And you also have to talk about the ISO 8. I used him as a raider, but I'm gonna tell you it's 100% guaranteed if you use Captain Sam as a striker that you're gonna have way easier time because of this shield bash that he attacks twice. So you're gonna attack at least 3 times plus the ISO 8 attack, and that's going to kill a lot of enemies that are very problematic, including Miss Marvel Classic and Old Man Logan. So that's going to be extremely important for you to take into consideration is changing the ISO 8 in some of the characters. Okay, so I prepared the save squads for you to use. The save squads are right here. I'm going to tell you how to get this link. Now, I don't have the Asgardian team. I did just from X-Men and above. So this is going to be X-Men, then we have Legendary, Global, this is Bio-Villain. Bio-Villain, if you don't have Super Scroll, you can use Red Goblin, Carnage, and Gore. Yes, it works fine with Red Goblin, Carnage, and Gore. Then for what's the name of this? Cabal. So for Cabal, you have to play around with ISO 8. I would strongly recommend this guy as a skirmisher. Namor, sometimes you have to use him as a striker, sometimes as a raider. If it's not working as a striker, if you are pushing the second wave of the Apocalypse not too fast, use him as a raider and you'll be fine. Then Orkish, we're going to use Nimrod, the Sentinel, very underrated character, and Scientist Supreme. You don't really need Scientist Supreme, but I would say that she's the best one. And after that is just Liberty. Once again, they say you can use Mighty Avengers and Immortal X-Men. Yeah, sure, you can, but they're not going to run the 3 nodes. Maybe they can beat 1 node if you are lucky, but even so, not so much. Okay, to get these save squads, you have to go to marvelstrikeforce.com. You have to log in with your account, and then you have to go to inventory or roster, recruit, roster, okay. Or maybe it's save squads, or maybe it's both of them. We're gonna see. Okay, save squads here. Here we go. Let's take a look. So you want to go to the save squads tab. Then you want to go to tower. You want to make sure that you delete. You go to manage and delete anything that you have before that you are not using. If you are using something from here, then copy it and put it on the raid tab or arena tab because usually you have less teams there than otherwise. So I'm going to select all and I'm going to press share. And this is going to give you the import code. There it is right here on the screen. I'll put it on the comments below, the first comments in the video. And I'm going to try to recite it. So we have Z, big Z, then we have a Q, then we have a U, then we have a G, then we have a C, 5, S, 5, and a big H. So that's the code. Once again, I'm going to put it in the links below. And you want to grab this code and you want to go to the corner where it says import, You're gonna press on import down here, paste the code. There you go. We're gonna press OK. That is going to show the teams. You're gonna select all. Okay, we're gonna copy that. We're gonna go back to the tower tab, and then we are going to paste it, and that's gonna put all the teams with the positions already. So when you are in the game, you just have to load them in and grab the team as it is. And that's pretty much it, guys. Those are the characters that you need for this crazy tower. Play around with ISO 8s. If nothing is working, play around with the ISO 8, change it a little bit. Maybe try to get some diamonds on important damage characters like Sentinel or Omega Red or Cabal. That's going to be important as well. Level 105 also helps, so keep that in mind. It's going to be a big investment if you didn't invest in these characters in the past. But that's all I have for you now, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, make sure to check out the gameplay video if you want a step-by-step guide for this event. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. And I'll catch you guys later.